Dr. Morvetz, let's pick up on those ideas you mentioned there. Why is it so critical for cattlemen to get on top of BRD?
Well, it's a large investment for one thing, and to have a dead animal costs more to the producer now than it ever has. To suffer that kind of an economic loss is huge and really takes away from the bottom line. And we want to do right for our cattle. When the cattle do right, we do right economically. So I think it comes back to good stewardship practices and making sure that we get on top of it as soon as possible, whether it's in the form of prevention, by thinking about when these cattle are going to be high stress. As Dr. Ulrichsen said, this time of the year we're doing a lot of weaning in our part of the country. That's a high stress time of the year. That's when we need to be on high alert and be able to do practices with your veterinarian, consult with your local veterinarian, that are going to minimize those stresses so we can make sure that we can get on top of it. Because if they start to show clinical signs of BRD, we're already way behind the 8 ball.
So I want to follow up on that, Dr. Van Dyke, and ask you, so how specifically does BRD impact and cause an animal to decrease their overall performance?
That's a great question, and I think it's interesting to note that for their size, cattle have a smaller lung capacity and even an increased oxygen capacity than other animals, and so they're more susceptible to the damage that are done by these pathogens, and they have a harder time fighting them off too. So then, now we have a calf that needs every inch or every ounce of lung capacity that it has, and the damage done by BRD decreases their lung capacity. They can never have as much oxygen as they really were meant to have, and they can't live up to their full genetic potential if they can't get all the oxygen that they need. So that's why, it's easy to see a dead calf, that's a loss, but the real losses occur that they never gain, they never perform as efficiently as they would have.
So Dr. Ulrichsen, what does this mean in terms of producers' bottom line?
Well, we see this in the summertime with young calves out on pasture. They get sick, might treat, might not be able to get a hold of them to treat, and at the end of the summer, then you've got a calf that weighs 100, 150 pounds less, and what we're getting per pound for calves this year is around $3 a pound. So you take that times 100, you got $300, $350, $400 loss, and
loss.
Besides all your treatment costs. So it adds up.
Loss. Well, thank you very much, gentlemen. This is a great introduction to a very, very important conversation. Now, if you'd like more information about Mariel, you can visit the website mariel.com. And of course, you can always go to cattlemen.org for video replays of the show or for more information as well.